Alright everyone, I apologize for the bad lighting. It's kind of the first video I'm doing where you actually can see my face. I figured I'd explain to you guys kind of what I'm doing here. I've got a 2013 F-150 EcoBoost limited edition. It's a salvage title truck. I bought it from an auction. Somebody had already put it back together and they did not do a good job when they did it. So what I'm doing right now is I am in the process of tearing open the door because my glorious handle, if you can see it, does not work from the outside. So for the past few months I have been crawling over the passenger seat to open the door every time. So I'm finally taking it all apart. This video is going to be focusing on how you would essentially replace your latch on the door from the inside. So let's get started. I've already got most of the door taken apart, as you can see. So as you can see, I've already taken apart the whole door. I'll go over that in a minute. But pretty much where we're at right now is we've removed the existing latch, which goes obviously right there inside the door. We've taken it off because what happened is this truck, you have two latches here on the back side of this. One is for the locking mechanism. The other one, which you see has the pink and the lever there, it got broken off in whatever accident this truck was in. So I had to buy a new latch. Also had to buy a new rod. So I don't know what happened to the other rod. So this was 129 bucks at Ford. This was like 12 bucks. If you're having some sort of problem with your latching mechanism, it may not be the same issue I'm having, but this should help you if something has gone wrong in your latching mechanism. First things first, what you got to do is obviously after you take off the door panel, what I did is I unplugged a few plugs here and there, try and make it work. I detached, I don't know where it's at right now, it's probably down here inside the door. This thing right here, which plugs into this, it's attached right there on the middle piece. Unattach that, make sure your window's all the way up, because if not, you're not gonna have room to get it out, because it's a pretty big piece. I learned that. And then to undo this from the outside of the door, so you can have access to it if you need access to it. And this could also serve as well if you're trying to replace your keypad or locking mechanism or anything that has to do with anything on your door handle. This will serve that purpose as well. There's three bolts holding it in. You can see, I'll point to them on the other side here. You've got this one here, one bolt, two bolts, and the third bolt is through here. Or was there only two? Nope, you only got to take out those two. So it's two bolts, and you are free to kind of peel this out. You kind of have to peel it out and then kind of tip it down because your latch thing right there gets in the way, so you kind of got to peel it down to get that out. Sorry if this video is choppy. I'm trying to give you as much information as I can. So what I did now, I need to take off this. I already took it off. This is your lock piece. It goes in here. It's just kind of a hooked lever thing, just like this. You just stuff it down in there, into that place, and lock it in. And this one right now is going to latch into this pink thing after, which is nice because I don't have to thread it in first. I can go ahead and come out here and get this guy in position out here, get it all in, get the door screwed on, or get the handle all put on, and then when it comes time and I get this all mounted, I can just set this in here and lock it in place. So Ford's made it really easy for that purpose. Undoing this piece right here, I already transferred it over, but it's actually really easy undoing your cable. You literally just pull up on this. There's a little teeny tab. You can see it on the back side. I hope you can with this lighting. Is terrible. Apologize for that. Let's see if I can make it brighter. There is a little tab. See a little tab poking out right there? You're just going to push that down, and it's going to allow this whole thing to pop out. Let's see here. There you go. Whole thing pops out, latches down in there. Really, really simple. A lot of more simple than I had ever expected. Pops right in, easy enough. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do right now is hook this into place on the outside door and get the door handle put back on right now. So I will be right back, and then I'll show you how to put the rest of this thing back together and put the door panel back on. But before I do that, I'm going to add this in the video here. What I wanted to add here in this video is I want to show you guys how this latch works. So for those of you who are trying to troubleshoot something, your top latch here, this is for your lock. this is your locking mechanism. So with the key turn, with the door lock, all that kind of stuff, that is controlled by this. This pink one is 100% to control the door from the outside handle. The inside handle is obviously controlled by the cable. Outside handle is controlled by this lever. So, as you can see, the door in the position right now, it's already open. So what I can do is lock it. I'll try and do this here. I've only got one hand. I don't have anyone to help me today. So I've got this in the locked position right now. What I'm gonna do is show you guys what happens when you pull on this mechanism here. If I can, it's really hard to do with one hand. I probably need to get a better camera. I'm gonna switch it with my leg. It operates the door. Simple as that. That's how it works on the outside. If you guys have any questions, just let me know and I can walk you through it. I mean, honestly. Alrighty guys, I kind of forgot my phone overheated. It's like 100 something degrees here in Arizona right now in August. Truck's a mess right now. Sorry about that as well. I got the new piece installed. I got my door latch, as you can tell, works now. Other problem I had was the keyhole wasn't working, so this video could also help you as far as changing out the key if you need to, or the keypad. It's all accessible from taking off this piece. My key didn't work either to unlock the truck. Guess what? Now it works. So we got everything working. I'm gonna start putting everything back together. We got this, the locking piece put back into its channel. We got this plug put back on, snapped back into place. Do not forget to plug this plug in or else your stuff is not gonna work. This was our cable that controls the inside door. So you've got 2 things that kind of plug into it. And then on top, you'll have your locking piece. You'll have your exterior door handle clipped on, and you'll have your lock clipped on. I didn't take any videos of me putting those together because it's really hard to get the camera inside the door. So if you have any questions, just comment. And honestly, at this point, if you need help, I can walk you through it. Right now, I'm gonna put the rest of the door back together and show you guys where bolts and everything go. Don't forget to latch this piece into this little plastic here, and put all your crap back on and together. And all right, so the door panel's set in place. Haven't put the screws in yet. You got 1 screw hidden behind plastic cover here. You got 1 screw down in there, and then you should have 2 little screws right up under. There's one, and there's another one over there. Putting this thing, hanging it back on, you've got a hook on this side, hook on that side, 2 hooks in that, and then this hooks up onto the window seal. What I found the easiest way to do it was to get the bottom ones sort of in first, and then kind of just peel everything else over the top for putting it back on. I'm going to put this thing back on, wrap up the video. Alrighty, it's all buttoned back together. I don't have the cover for this bolt. I don't know what happened to it. That obviously got covered up. Got the screw in down low. I forgot to tell you guys about this screw. To take off the door handle, you're going to be able to take that off. Just use a 10mm with an extension for this bolt, and then the 2 on the inside that are holding it on. 10mm. These 2 bolts work well if you just use one of these Home Depot screwdrivers. I don't know what size it is, but the bigger side gets that, and then the little side actually got my screw out of the bottom. I'll go ahead and show you guys how it all works. This for the first time. You guys don't know how good of a feeling that is. I've had this truck for 6 months. Been too lazy to fix it. It took me 40 minutes on an afternoon. And to top it all off, I didn't think this was gonna work. And that works too. So there you have it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Also, this truck is for sale. It's a salvage title, 60,000 miles, 2013, limited.